First, they ignore you. Then they laugh at you. And they fight you. Then you win. Coming up. Guys, MK Party has won its first ward. First ward. Guess where? In the Western Cape. Yep, in the Western Cape, defeating ANC and 6 other parties that contested by-elections in Saldanha Bay Municipality. Guys, this victory comes as a huge surprise for MK in the province, since of course MK hasn't gathered much electoral support in that province for obvious reasons. The province is predominantly ANC and DA. Yafiki MK are telling you on both parties, ANC and DA.
The Umkhonto we Sizwe Party has labelled their recent by-election win in the Western Cape as a historic one. The party says this is saying that, in fact, it's just the tip of the iceberg of the party winning more wards in the build-up to the 2026 local government elections.
We welcome the Umkhonto we Sizwe win, and we know that this is only the beginning, that Umkhonto we Sizwe Party will win further wards in the Western Cape and throughout the country. This also comes off the back of a win in the KZN region, being with Richmond, where Umkhonto we Sizwe also won there, outperforming and outshining all parties that believed Richmond was a stronghold in that ward. There's going to be more wards to come, and this is just but the beginning of the Umkhonto we Sizwe machinery leading up to the local government elections 2026.
Let's speak now to political analyst Dr. Levando, who's joining us live now. Good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. More wards to come. That's what the spokesperson of the MK Party is saying. How significant is this development in the Western Cape?
Good evening, Bongi. Good evening to the viewers. Indeed, this should be seen as a moral boost for the Umkhonto we Sizwe Party, which most people never thought that they would be able to make it in the province like the Western Cape. It is also a signal on their part to say that they could be doing a lot of hard work, and indeed hard work that has to deal with infiltrating areas that were perceived to be dominant or dominated by other political parties like the ANC and the Democratic Alliance. And as a new party, and having won this ward, indeed this will mean a lot to the party like the MKP.
What signal does it send then to the Patriotic Alliance, for example?
It sends the message that apart from being a very strong opponent of the ANC, the MK Party would also be making an impact in other areas that people never expected. But it also talks to this very strong machinery of the MK Party, which is infiltrating areas that were dominated by the ANC, areas that we thought other parties, as I indicated, would actually be enjoying support. It also talks to the ability of the MK Party to go beyond the province of KwaZulu-Natal and still contest and win elections.
The results are insane. Oh my goodness. Let me just read some of you for you. Look at that. MK 36%, ANC 26%, PA 20%, EFF 15%, DA, very shocking, DA 2%. 2%. This is insane, and it's a great work, of course, for MK Party. And of course, great work for Dr. John Shope in the Western Cape. He did an amazing job there. And to think that last year on national elections, MK only had 7% in that area of Middelpos. They only had 7%. And a year later, now on by-elections, they shot straight to 36%. That is huge. That is massive. And this tells you that this is a party that is growing, regardless of all the internal fighting and what the media wants us to believe out there. The party is growing and the trajectory is really climbing, going up.
And let me tell you right now, they are the threat. Forget Julius Malema, forget everything else, forget the destructive and useless and socialist ANC. MK will destroy us all. They will destroy our economy overnight. And they've got in there some competent enemies of ours. Floyd Shivambu. He knows what he's doing and he's pulling it together. And Jacob Zuma, everybody thinks, oh, he's an old man, he's going to die at some point. Have you seen him run up a stage and jump onto the podium? He's in terrifyingly good shape. And he is going to last a lot longer than any of us want. So MK are going to get their act together. Tell it like it is. MK are going to get their act together. They are a credible, serious, and dangerous threat to this country. And I asked Gayton McKenzie, well, actually, he called me and he said, you actually caught all of us in the GNU napping because you said not a single person in the GNU's ever used the two words, economic growth. Not one of you said economic growth. What the hell are you doing in the GNU? And Gayton said, you're right. He said, we have three priorities. 1, keep MK out. 2, safety and security. 3, economic growth. And we haven't got to number 2 and 3 yet.
MK, the ANC can't stop MK. PA can't stop MK. The DA can't stop MK. What can stop MK is the GNU. Because you see, President Zuma made one mistake. He has built his whole campaign that the GNU is a sellout position. That's what he's done. He tells all in sundry the GNU is a sellout position. Now, if the GNU creates jobs, if the GNU creates opportunities, if the GNU, and people are going to go like, wait a minute, this GNU is not that bad. This GNU is not that bad. Let's give this GNU a chance. And that is what can stop MK. But in the absence of that, I look at him sometimes, I'm like, for me, I thank God every day that I'm not an arrogant person. I look at some of these leaders there and I'm thinking like, do you know MK is going to come? And it's going to be too late. And you think you're going to make the deal with MK. You've put the 80-year-old man in jail. And you think he has forgotten. He's not forgotten. And I'm saying to you, the only way for South Africa, Zuma's coming for his revenge. And he can be stopped. And he must be stopped. And we can stop him. But we can't stop him with attacking each other. I was so annoyed during the State of the Nation address. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at ANC and TA attacking each other there. And EFF clapping and MK clapping. I'm like, look at this one. Once you decide you're part of something, you protect that thing. I had a speech, let me tell you, my first speech in Parliament. I didn't read my first speech in Parliament because the leader of our GNU was under attack. They attacked President Cyril Ramaphosa. So I left my speech and I defended because that's how I know you should be doing. You should defend your side when your side is under attack. You can't be going on there trying to sound intellectual, but your side is under attack. So I'm saying to you, if we don't stop, as the GNU, Zuma is coming back, you will say President Zuma in 2029.
And what even shocks me, guys, is this victory comes at a time when MK party is having this cloud of internal fighting and division hanging over its head. Some media houses even predicting that MK is not going to see the 2029 national elections. And some podcasters even cut it shorter to say, let alone national elections 2029. 2026 local elections, MK party will be dead. Floyd will leave even in 2025, even now this year. Floyd will be gone, and that of course will call for MK parties caving in, and it will be dead and buried. And I kept on saying, and I still repeat that, guys, no MK party that is dying here, not anytime soon. Yes, there might be some internal fighting here and there, obviously, of which even there I did say that. Even for that internal fighting, I'm suspecting external forces. There are external forces that are paying certain people within the MK to cause this division and that infighting that is happening. And those of you who judge MK party based on the internal squabble and division, you are in for a big surprise. You are in for a big wake-up call, because while you are focusing on the dust that is happening, the MK is growing under the carpet. Right now, guys, we can say all we want, but MK keeps on surprising us by keep on growing. Hey, MK is dead. It keeps growing. Hey, MK is not gonna see the next election. It keeps growing. Yeah, Floyd won't finish 2025. He's going. Floyd keeps working. Yeah, MK is a Zuma stock fell. The stock fell keeps growing. Hey, guys, hey, MK is a scam, and the scam keeps going. Hey, MK is a Zuma spaza shop, and the spaza shop keeps growing. Before you know it, then MK has got wards all over the country, and you'll be shocked. How did it all happen? So what do you think? And let me hear your comment below. And of course, if you're coming for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.